I know it's here somewhere. Finally. Oh, it's time for the doctor. You're listening to Dr. Bill, the computer curmudgeon. Take it away, doctor.
Well, it's that time again, and the doctor is in. It's time once again for Dr. Bill, the computer curmudgeon. And I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to take you on a tour, virtual tour, of my computer lab. Now, not that it will be physical, as in taking you in and showing you this is a computer, that's a computer. No, I want to show you what we're doing. And in order to do that, we'll go to the desktop of my computer and check it out. All right, here we are on my desktop, and we're going to take a look at the world that is the Bill Bailey network. So in order to do that, let's open up our browser here. First thing I want to go to is TrueNAS. I installed a TrueNAS network attached storage server. Basically built it from an old Dell box that I had laying around, and I purchased count them, four hard drives to go in it and set them up. And in doing so, we now have the TrueNAS installed. It's been up for 33 days with no downtime, nice and solid. And as you can see, average CPU usage is 0. We have 15.8 gig of space total available. Now I gotta say, this is pretty amazing to think about. That's about as much space as we had when I got started in professional computing back at Ciba-Geigy Corporation in 1985-ish time frame, middle of the 80s. And our entire data center was about 20 terabytes, I should say, 20 terabytes. So 20 terabytes, and here we are, 15.8 gigabyte available for a regular person at home. The world has just gone nuts with disk space. But the nice thing about this is, because we have 4 drives, what is a parity drive? So if something were to physically happen to one of those drives, it were to begin to fail, I could actually take that drive out of the array, put a new drive into the array, it would rebuild itself, and I wouldn't lose any data, which is really nice. All right, so 4 disks total. Available space currently 6.64 terabytes. That's just amazing. And it's all set up and running. I'm not going to go into how to do that. There's lots of tutorials on YouTube about how to set up TrueNAS. They're all good. It's what I used to set mine up, are those tutorials. Let's also go to the other part of my infrastructure, which is Proxmox. Proxmox is a virtual environment. Matter of fact, it's kind of abbreviated PVE, Proxmox Virtual Environment. It is a free, open source version of a virtualization environment similar to VMware. Now, when I was in the corporate world, before I retired, I was the VMware system administrator. And I brought VMware into High Point Regional, which is what it was called at the time. It's now Atrium, Wake Forest, High Point Hospital, whatever. It's got a long name. But the point is, we had a virtual environment that we built there that was highly redundant. It was based on a SAN, which is a storage area network. This network is based on a NAS, network attached storage, and that's what I showed you previously with TrueNAS, all right? So all of that disk space is available over the network to this Proxmox environment. Now the Proxmox environment has 3 servers, PVO1, PVO2, PVO3. Those are some more Dell boxes that I built and put some solid-state drives in them to boot off of. But they point to the shared storage. You notice each one has PVE shared attached. Each server has the same shared storage attached, which is that network attached storage. All right, so then I have these systems running on the virtual servers. Now, what that means is, for the uninitiated, is that the instances of each system is stored in a portion of the network attached storage. The CPU cycles are being run on virtual machines running under the Proxmox environment. So insofar as the individual systems, like I'll go through them here, Prosperity, Music, SFTV, Healing, Lifetrain, Bible, LT Jazz, P4U. Each one of those systems is an individual instance of the operating system of that system that's running, but there's no hardware involved in each of those systems. They're running as virtual instances, virtual machines under the Proxmox environment. The Proxmox servers, and as I said, there are 3 of those are running the CPU cycles, the RAM, everything that's involved in each of those machines. But then virtually, there are CPU, head RAM, and so forth attached to each of these individual machines. Do you see what I'm saying? You've got to learn, when it comes to virtualized environments, to think kind of outside the box, literally outside the box, in the virtual world. All right, so now let's take a look at what each of these systems are. I'm going to go into the one here called Prosperity. It will connect and bring it up, and you notice that what this is a radio station that is running. This is my internet radio station instances. This is running on Linux. So if I minimize this and minimize this, you can see the desktop of a Linux machine. And if I come in here and click on menu, we can open up the menu for the system. Being a little slow because it's doing so much in the background. But as you can see, it has all of these programs installed. I mean, I've got multimedia, I've got VLC media player, internet, I've got the Chrome web browser. Pretty much everything you need in a regular computer is on this computer. But really, it's dedicated to doing only the environment that we're running for the radio station. So let me bring that back up. All right. Put that up here. And make sure everything is running. There we go. Actually, I minimized it, so it's down here. There we go. Connected. I want to be sure I didn't mess anything up as I was in the process of explaining and talking. I didn't want to mess up the station. But at any rate, so here is the playlist to the radio station. It's going through that, and then it will cycle through and repeat that playlist and play it out through this little program here, which is BUTT, which I know is weird, but it stands for Broadcast Using This Tool. All right, very strange the way these open source programmers write things. But at any rate, that's what's running the station. So now if I close this window out, each of these other stations are running different instances under this virtualized environment. Now if I come here and look at the data center as a whole and do a summary, we can see that the status is we have 3 servers online, status is green, and the CPU across all 3 servers is 12% for 16 total CPUs. We have memory at 26% of 24.33 gig of memory across all of those 3 servers. And then our storage, because it's network attached storage, we have 88.78 gig of 8.06 terabytes of network attached storage. So you can kind of get an idea, and you can see each of the PVO1, PVO2, PVO3, CPU is running at 7% on this one, 18% on that one, 16% on that one. So running in a very healthy state. My uptime, as you can see, 33 days, 31 days, 26 days for these servers. But the great thing is I can move these individual instances, these virtual machines, among these servers. So if I wanted to do maintenance on PVO3, I could move Bible, LT Jazz, and P4U off in real time without impacting the radio stations that they're running, and move them off to another server, take PVO3 down, do maintenance to it, whatever I need to, bring it back up, and then move those machines back to even out the CPU usage and memory usage and so forth. And that's pretty much the environment. So I wanted to show you that. It's not often I take the time to kind of break it down and show everybody how the environment is built, what's behind it. The great thing about it is, with the exception of getting the physical machines, memory, and hard drives to build the environment, the software is free. Proxmox is free. TrueNAS is free. All of that is free. So you can do a lot with open source. And I just wanted to show it to you and give you a taste for my world. So there you go. That's my virtual environment, my world as it were, and something to think about for what you can do at home as well in your own home lab. All right, that'll do it for today. So remember, the doctor is out of here.
Dr. Bill, the Computer Curmudgeon, is a production of drbilldaily.net with all the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining.
If you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ding the bell to be notified of future videos.